Ready, go!
Alrighty, Super Benny here, and today we are talking about anime games, manga, all that cool stuff. Recently, there was the Video Game Awards with a brand new game called the Orbitals, which is a kind of throwback to like 90s anime, all that kind of era. Looks very cool. Really nice sort of graphic style. I think you can play like two-player co-op, and yeah, it's just looks really to like sort of the 90s sort of anime I used to watch. I used to really love like the old manga. I used to have manga tapes and watch really cool shows. And I'll go over a few of those shows that I used to watch and really love, and maybe some of these animes you know or have watched yourself. These I absolutely love. Let's go over a few sort of my favourite anime shows as well while we're talking about anime games. I've got an absolute ton of anime games on the PlayStation. I thought, oh, let's just have a little chat and talk about anime and manga. I've been to Japan and I even went to the manga museum over there. Just love it, just love it. So let's talk about some of the shows as well that I've watched over the years. Cowboy Bebop. You can probably find this on Netflix. You won't find all of these, but I'll mention some of these. Cowboy Bebop, absolutely fantastic anime. It's like a futuristic bounty hunter. He's flying around Spike with his comrades trying to get bounties. Really cool. Absolutely beautiful story. There's some really beautiful planets as well on there. Just great fun. Really great fun. The same sort of people did Samurai Champloo, which I'm very keen to get on Blu-ray again because it's on and off Netflix sometimes. So I want to keep a copy of myself so I can always refer back to it. It's like lo-fi beats, samurai, hip hop as well, all combined. So it's really sort of cool anime. I absolutely love that. Evangelion's one of those very sort of early 90s, late 80s sort of anime futuristic robot to stop angels coming down, and it's just absolute, yeah, it's just chaos. It's really good. Gets a bit sort of graphic and weird near the end, but an absolute classic. One that's a bit sort of dark as well is Ergo Proxy. Not a lot of people have heard about this one. It's kind of like almost sort of emo-esque, and it's got, nice intro as well. Yeah, bit of a weird one, but a cool one to watch. Ninja Scroll that I've previously mentioned on another one about sort of blockbuster videos and that kind of stuff. I used to have that on video. Really cool. Very brutal, very graphic. It's a great film. Great film. D Grey Man. It's with Alan Walker, who's this kind of like young kid who's learning sort of spells and that kind of stuff to fight these demons, and it's only sort of a short one. It's about sort of a few. It's about 100 or so episodes, but it's got some really good battles. I really like the mystique, and yeah, it's just very different to some other sort of animes. And if you like fairy tale as well, I think you would love D Grey Man. Really recommend. Great battles, as I say. A really early one I love is the Guyver. Now he gets like this bio sort of suit that just kind of makes him into this absolute beast killing machine, and he fights off like these huge other sort of genetically modified beasts as well. It's really graphic. I think I watched that when I was early teens, so I'm not sure it was appropriate. Studio Ghibli, give that a shout out. We've got Nino Kuni here, but yeah, really great films. I love all of those films as well. Akira was one of the very early sort of mangas and anime sort of films I watched. Just absolutely beautiful. There's so many sort of colors. Kaneda as well on his bike. Just brilliant. Yeah, just brilliant. It is a bit weird. The story is weird. and it is very graphic again. Kuroko no Basket is one that I quite like because I'm into my basketball as well. There's a few other different ones with like volleyball and swimming and fire teams or whatever, but this one really resonated with me. The guy absolutely launches the basketball, and he's a really good sort of like point guard, and he's teams up with this really cool forward who can dunk and go crazy, and they go into the championships and all that kind of jazz. Really good. Death Note. Go watch Death Note. Yeah, it's a really good story. I always recommend it to people. I remember downloading that, taking me ages and ages, so many wasted time when you've got these VHS tapes and you've downloading on the internet. That used to take me forever to download on the very basic 2000s internet. So that took me forever. But that was a unique one I found, and yeah, it's just a very good story. Again, another sort of unique one that's a bit dark, a bit graphic, but it's a fantastic story. It's called Gantz. The person dies initially in the very first episode, and he gets transported into this random room where there's an alien ball, and he's given these sort of targets to kill these aliens and these weapons, and it's just bizarre and weird, as is most things in Japan. But we love it. We love it. Yeah, Naruto and Bleach are probably sort of my favorite sort of animes. Naruto Shippuden, the very first Naruto's, I really love some of the battles in it with the Hokage and Naruto fighting Sasuke, just absolutely crazy, and coming up with the ninja moves. Just it's just a brilliant anime. I love all of the Naruto. I've not really gotten into much of the Boruto as well, but and then into Naruto Shippuden. I remember getting Naruto from a little. I bought the actual sort of manga from Hong Kong, and it was years. It was a good couple of years ahead. We was watching Naruto, and we got Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden. That episode, I believe it was Naruto versus Orochimaru, and Orochimaru was fighting like the QB when he came out, and it's beautiful how it's been animated. But I remember going back and showing my friend and showing my brother, like, oh, this is going to happen in a future episode, and that was absolutely crazy. That was mind blowing. That was nearly 20 odd years ago. So ahead of the times. Now everyone can watch these. This is why it's kind of branched out a bit more. You can get these freely accessible now on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Originally, you can find some of these games on PlayStation 2, like Samurai Champloo, and D Grey Man was on there, and a few others, but you didn't really get a lot of anime games initially coming out. But now it's getting super popular, super popular. 5 centimeters per second is a really sort of emotional, almost like a romantic kind of film. Very beautiful how it's been done. There is some really other cool sort of Netflix ones. I think there was a guy who speaks in the Garden of Words or something like that. It's also very good, and I've watched quite a few good couple of ones that I'll put up as well recently because I wanted to watch them on my 4K TV and see how good like the graphics are and all that kind of jazz, So, Ghost in the Shell, what an absolute classic. There's some absolute classic moments when she goes like sort of transparent and walking through the water. Brilliant. Samurai Champloo, I've already mentioned that. Cyber City, Shiguri's so dark, and I had Blade of the Mortal as well. There's loads of like anime I was into. I was really into like Thundercats and Turtles and all that kind of stuff. So when I started watching anime as well, just took it to that next level of crazy cartoons. We also had like X-Men in the early 90s, which is so cool. Jujutsu Kaisen, you've got Chainsaw Man these days, you've got all sorts. So yeah, there's plenty of games they can draw inspiration from, and I'm just saying I wanted to talk about this because there's some fantastic games now coming out, even free to play games like Zenless Zone Zero. There's Wuthering Waves. The graphics now are just absolutely beautiful, and it just goes really well with the PlayStation 5. How they just started rendering these, it's just like you're actually involved in actually playing the anime. So let's go through some of the games that I do have that are anime sort of based. I also have Saturn Bomberman, which has got a really cool anime intro as well, which I absolutely buzz off. So let's go through some of the games. We've got Fairy Tail here to start us off. I recently bought Fairy Tail 2 because I love playing the first one. There's not probably going to be too much difference in between these, but it follows the characters here. The battles are really good. You run around and go through a little bit of the story there, and you've got all the characters in there. It's just, yeah, it's just very, very cool. As I say, bit of a RPG. That one. So Fairy Tail, Fairy Tail 2, you can find these on PS4, PS5. A brilliant one on PS5 is Bleach. Bleach, The Rebirth of Souls. This is a bit more of a beat 'em up where you can use like your weapons and that kind of stuff, which has kind of made it very unique and a different game for PlayStation 5, which I kind of recommend. If you're new to Bleach as well, this goes through the full story as well, so which is kind of hard to find, the full sets of the animes and stuff. So yeah, if you're new to Bleach, you can play through the whole story on this and have a bit of a beat 'em up fighting game as well. Very, very good graphics. Very, very good graphics. And a lot of fun. I'm still trying to platinum that. The next one is PlayStation 4 is Attack on Titan. Absolutely brilliant. I had so much fun. If you like Spider-Man and that kind of stuff, you're flying through, cutting the Titans through this. Needless to say, if you're a fan of anime, you know about Attack on Titan. It is pretty good to watch through. I didn't watch some of the later ones, but yeah, brilliant. There's about sort of 3 games on this. I think, yeah, they vary sort of in price. So if you can see them, just pick them up because they are going up in price as well. Good fun. Give it a go. Attack on Titan, a very good anime game on the PlayStation 4. I've got Demon Slayer Chronicles. You can find this pretty cheap. This was like really sort of people started to notice how good the graphics are getting on anime games. People were like, "Wow, go check out Demon Slayer with the water art and the fighting in this. It is really good." Clocked that one. I played that one and loved it. Here's one I've got. I just picked this up recently, actually. It's going to be in a future pickups video. It's Dragon Ball Z. This is a bit of a double pack. As you know, I do like the multiples on the PlayStation with like the collections and stuff. This is a pretty cool one. It's got Dragon Ball FighterZ Z and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, I'm not well versed on the Dragon Ball world, but I can appreciate a good fighting game when I know one. And I played through Dragon Ball FighterZ and I thought, yeah, let's pick that back up and have the double on here with Xenoverse. Well, you don't see that too often. So yeah, got that for an absolute bargain. A double pack of anime games. Yeah, we'll have that. One that's really underrated, Scarlet Nexus. It is an anime as well, much like sort of Shenmue is an anime these days, but yeah, it's really, really cool. It's set in the future. It's got this really, really cool sort of music as you come into the city. Yeah, it's just beautiful. You can play through 2 little protagonists as well. It's like the male character and the female character. The battles are really good. Just yeah, pick it up and play it. I don't think it gets enough love, and it's super dirt cheap. It's less than sort of £10 most places. It's a really, really good game, and you can get it on the PS5 as well. Get it everywhere these days. Bandai Namco. So if you see Bandai Namco. There's loads of anime games. There's like Sword Art Online as well, and loads of other ones as well out there. Here's a really good one, Tales of Arise. Get it again on the PS4 and the PS5. Really, really good RPG. It's totally like anime style. It's just a huge RPG. The graphics on it are brilliant. I mean, I'm still sort of getting into my RPG games, and I was thoroughly impressed with this. I think the battles in it, when you team up and you're fighting and stuff, absolutely amazing fights. Could do with a little wayfinder to show you around the map because half the time you don't know where you're going in there, but that's my only sort of critique of it. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant game, really good. Another sort of fun one to play, not too expensive, and didn't get a lot of sort of praise, but it's a good one. Captain Tsubasa. You can actually get this on the PlayStation Plus at the minute. I think it's on the premium or whatever. Give it a go, or if you do see it, it's very cheap again. I think this is one of those animes that was very sort of popular in sort of maybe Europe, much like Saint Seiya, Doraemon, Ariel, all of these that we didn't get like in the UK, but they got over the Captain Tsubasa is one of those sort of football animes that have really good animations when you're going to kick and score the goals. There's a few different teams which have different abilities as well. I think it's buzzing. I think it's a really good game and stuff you can jump like back into and back out of too, and just a fun football game that's not very sort of serious like FIFA as well. I kind of like that a bit more. I find that very sort of cool. The next game, I've got it on two little sort of one essentials. Everybody buzzes about essentials. I don't know what the big hype is. But I've got the essentials and the remastered one. There is Ni no Kuni 2 as well, but this was very sort of groundbreaking when it was first announced. It's Studio Ghibli's animation. You've got music by the renowned Joe Hisashi, and yeah, it's just a fun little game going around, and it has sort of the graphic style of you're actually playing a Studio Ghibli game. So yeah, what can you say? Yeah, good sort of fun, sort of almost like a family game, really. That one. Where what else do we have? These ones I picked up recently as well. It's the Naruto Storm trilogies. You know, I love Naruto. Doing, just having the full sort of roster of all the Naruto characters doing your Rasengans, and you've got Kakashi, Sasuke, the Uchiha clan, all the big guys, all the baddies. You can just have some immense battles. So even if you don't get into the story mode, or you do want to get into the story mode, you can have some absolute awesome fun, or just some two players with your friends, just ripping it up and going through there. I never really sort of got into the sort of the early ones in the sort of PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era. I always thought there was sort of, yeah, there wasn't so many sort of good ones. Another awesome Bleach game is Bleach on the PlayStation 3. I've got so many sort of anime games. I forgot about the Bleach one on the Nintendo DS as well. I think it's the Blade of Fate. Really, really good. I like this one because it kind of like goes through like the story, and it's very sort of more of a single player attack kind of mission, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if you're looking for like a fighting game, the Nintendo DS one is really good if you're a Bleach fan. Yeah, it's just a great anime. Then we're going into another one, which is One Punch Man. Initially, I thought, oh, I'm not sure, it's going to be one of those games that there's quite a few on here. There's like Tokyo Ghoul, there's a Jujutsu Kaisen game. Some of them are hit and miss. Not all of like the anime games are very good. I started playing this and I just got absolutely hooked. I just played through all of it. You can make your own like superhero and get your abilities, and yeah, it's just really, really good. It's really, really good. You go through some of the moments as well, and it's just made very well, and it is actually fun to play. So it sucked me in, and I just completely played it all and platinumed it. Yeah, just very, very good. So I do recommend, if you're looking for some decent anime games, this one's a really good one. As I say, some of them can be hit and miss. Yeah. Anime sort of related, you can actually watch a full sort of anime. If you see this on the Xbox, it's the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, or you see, I think it's the Hyper, Street Fighter 2 Hyper on PlayStation 2. Comes with Street Fighter 2 anime. So pick that up and watch it. You can watch an anime on a video game there. And it's a good one. It's a very, very good anime. Street Fighter 2 anime is brilliant. On to my last one that'll finish it off. Probably one of my favourite experiences of 2025 was playing Demon Slayer 2, the Hinamaki Chronicles, purely for the Tengen fight. The Tengen fight think it's Tengen versus Gitaru or something like that. Just the fights on this was brilliant. Just that 1 hour, 2 hours of those like opening sort of fights, absolutely magical, absolutely magical. Some of the best graphics I've ever seen on a gaming console. Just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, really, really, really good. Yeah, super impressed and a fantastic anime experience. You know, if I wanted to show someone, oh, why'd you watch anime or why'd you play like anime games on there, I would show them that. It's just an absolute brilliant fight. Really, really good. So yeah, there is some absolutely amazing games. If there's any sort of games I've missed as well, comment below. Maybe some games I want to try or yeah, there's loads. There's some on Nintendo DS. There's some everywhere. So yeah, let me know about your favorite anime games or your favorite anime shows or favorite anime movie as well. Maybe some mangas to read as well. So yeah, I just yeah, a lot of love, a lot of time for anime, and that's my sort of anime games and anime sort of mini collection I've got going on that I thoroughly play through all the time. So yeah, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next video.